Self-publishing a book on a budget can be tough, I know. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make money online using Upwork, so stick around. Hey everybody, it's Keith Wheeler here, and if you want to continue to get all the hints, tips, and tricks on how to make self-publishing a little bit easier to navigate, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit your little bell icon so you get alerted each and every time I put out new content. While most of my self-published books I've written, illustrated, and published for free, it is nice to have a little extra funds set aside just in case. Enter Upwork. Upwork is a freelance platform similar to Fiverr, where clients can put in project requests and freelancers can apply for those jobs. While I have both a freelancer and a client account, for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to focus on how to make money as a freelancer on Upwork. Before we get started, you need to know that Upwork's projects cover a huge spectrum of topics. Some are specific to writing and being an author, like help formatting ebook for Kindle or paperback for Createspace, proofreading, editing, etc. While others are more generic, like data entry in Excel or transcription and everything in between. I'm sure there's something posted on the platform that you're good at. So I'm going to flip the screen around and we're going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Upwork.com. If you don't already have an account, click sign up. Just follow the steps. It's fairly intuitive. I already have an account, so I'm going to click login. This is your basic dashboard. On the left hand side, you'll see the recent searches I've done. When you set up an account, it's going to ask you what categories you're interested in. You can always add or remove categories, but these are the two main categories that I've done thus far. On your right hand side, you have your profile information. You can change your visibility to either public or private. Private means nobody can see it. Public means that you're available to take new projects. Here's your availability. I'm just going, I'll click edit. You'll see, am I open to do more than 30 hours worth of work a week, less than 30 hours a week, or as needed? Or I can say I'm not available. I have mine as needed, and we just do that on a project by project basis. You are given every month 60 what they call connects. Connects are basically credits, and those come into use when you're applying for jobs. So let's search for a job. Let's say I want to do Kindle. I can just do search for the word Kindle, and right now it's only showing me projects that are US only. I can turn that off so it'll show me everything. Kindle publishing assistant needed. If it has to do with one of the categories that I've selected, it will have this little ribbon that says interesting job, and when the person posts it, they'll give a little blurb as to what it's about, what they want done. They'll tag some keywords in there, and this right here, proposals, this tells you how many people have already applied to that particular project. So right now 15 to 20 people have applied to it. One of the most important information for me when I'm looking at a project is I want to make sure that it's payment verified. What that means is they've gone into Upwork and verified their payment process. It makes it less risky for you as a freelancer when you already know that Upwork has done their due diligence and they've confirmed that this particular client has a payment history with them. And this just tells you how much they've spent so far since they've been on Upwork as a client. So they've spent over $100, and where they're based out of, which is the US. I really don't worry too much about these two items. Most of the time it will be an hourly rate. Sometimes they'll do a fixed rate. It will tell you what type of level of experience they're looking for, entry level, intermediate, or expert, approximately how long they think it will take, and this tells you when it was posted. So I go through and don't let like some of them will actually show a budget. Don't let that budget, like right here, estimated budget $100. Don't let that scare you away. Format a book for Kindle and print. So I look in here and it says I need a memoir formatted for a Kindle ebook and print version This job was posted from a mobile device, so please pardon any typos. Less than 5 people have applied for this, and it was posted 4 hours ago. This person has spent quite a bit of money, over $9,000, and they're in the US, so this is someone I would apply for. And also, the way Upwork works is they have basically an escrow that they'll put the money in. So before you start on the project, once you enter in a contract with the client has to pay. You don't see that money yet, but the client has to pay right then and there. So you don't have to worry about doing all this work and not getting paid in the end. So I clicked on it, and it just gave me a little bit more information. Again, this is what it says the fixed price is going to be. I can go in there, and when I submit a proposal, I can submit a proposal for however much I want. Understand this, Upwork takes 20%. If I click on submit a proposal, it's going to default to whatever the client's amount was. So it defaults to 100. I can change this, but as you can see, if we go with the client's amount, they want to pay $100, you're only going to get paid $80 for it. So you'll want to adjust this to make sure that it's the amount of money that you're willing to settle for in the you'll be paid section. You will go in and it'll tell you that it's going to cost you 2 connects. Again, you're allowed 60 in a month. So scroll down. This is how long you think the project will take you. So regardless of what they said, this is what you're going to put for what you think it will take you based on your schedule. Down here you have a little cover letter. This is where you're going to basically sell yourself. You're going to tell them why they should pick you out of all the people that put in a proposal. Some of these projects, the client will actually have questions that you have to answer in addition to a cover letter. You can also attach any kind of project examples of something you've done. You can include that here. They can accept it, they can reject it, or they can send back another proposal, and you can kind of go back and forth. You can actually use messaging within the system, which is what Upwork really wants you to do. If you do an hourly project, there's actually another app that will pop up, and it tracks your hours. You actually have to click, you have to turn it on when you start working, and it will actually take screenshots, certain intervals. And those screenshots are what the client sees, so the client can confirm that you're actually working on the project. The other thing I want to make sure that everybody's aware of, because I was not aware of this when I first started, and that is, just like as a freelancer, you want to work with someone who is payment verified. Most clients want to work with someone who has a history in Upwork. So the problem is, if you're new to Upwork, it may take a while for you to get that first client. So that's something that I always make sure that I put in my cover letter. Is I would say, even though I'm new to Upwork, so I don't have any reviews right now, I've been doing this for X amount of years. That way they know you do have the skills, you just don't have the experience on this particular platform. So especially your first couple times, know that since you don't have a work history in the system, I want to say I probably applied for 20 projects before I got my first one, and I had to lowball the price quite a bit for the first couple of projects, just so I can get that experience. You do 1 or 2 projects for 20, 30 bucks just to get those reviews in, and then you can start getting the higher paying projects. That's it. I hope this was helpful. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Also, if you have any ideas or suggestions of other videos you'd like me to do, put that in the comments below. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit your little bell icon so you get alerted each and every time I put out new content. Until next time, I'm Keith Wheeler, and remember to write right.